A huge party in South Africa right now, and rightly so, because Banyana Banyana, well, they've arrived back in the country victorious, triumphant. They achieved their goals. They won the hearts of South Africans. They're going to the World Cup next year. Yes, they lost to Nigeria on penalties. I've got to add, on penalties. So that means they went through the whole tournament unbeaten, because penalties, that's a lottery. But that's character building, and that's the best actually experience that these players can have if they're going into a World Cup and they make it into the knockout stages, because you want to have experience what it's like to be on the losing end, so that you can figure out what you can do to get better. But let's go and have a look at some of the vibe here at OR Tambo. Let's listen in.
I am struggling to hear you, really. The excitement that is taking place here, the environment here is just quite exciting. It's amazing. People starting to believe again. You get the sense that it's that same feeling that people had during the 2010 World Cup in South Africa. People are filled with pride and they're waving the South African flag in the air. You get the feeling that they are that they hope again that South Africa can be a recognized footballing nation across the world. So, like I said, it's a spectacle really to witness the amount of people that are here in the airport, specifically just coming to celebrate Banyana Banyana.
Can we put our hands together? The country together, let's fuel the speed all the way to France. Elton Bottain, the Vice President at Cecil.
Good evening, everyone.
Right, so there you go. This is what's happening live at OR Tambo. It's the arrival of Banyana Banyana. We're going to dip back in once we hear from some of the players and perhaps Danny Jordan, something more, with more substance. But we really do want to hear from Desiree Ellis and Janine van Wyk and the rest of the players, because they're the ones that count and they're the ones that have made all of this possible.
Simon, when they came in, you saw there was excitement from some of the players, and they also looked like they couldn't really believe that what was happening was taking place. We saw floors of people at OR Tambo International Airport ululating, cheering them on. Is this the normal response that they get, or has it been amplified by the amount of winning and the amount of progress that you've spoken about?
Well, this is down to the hard work. They've put their heads down for 4 years. They haven't expected anything. They've achieved in their own ways. A lot of them have become professionals, have gone overseas to achieve. But yes, they've definitely flown under the radar when it comes to South Africa. So this will be a shock to the system for many of the players to realize the impact of what they have achieved and all that hard work that they have put in throughout the 4-year cycle, and how it's paid off, and that there is an audience out there, that there is a South African public out there that is supporting them and that is taking notice of what happens, especially when it comes to a good news story, because that's what South Africans want right now, and this is what Banyana has delivered.
Hitekani Magwedze is at OR Tambo International Airport reporting for us, and we were speaking to and hearing from young women who are playing soccer, who are saying they look up to Banyana Banyana as people that they want to be like a little bit older on. Talk to us through the state of South African women's soccer now, and how, if any way, this will change what happens going forward.
Absolutely. Look, it's getting better. It's getting much better. Desiree Ellis, before her Vera Pauw, they were trailblazers, and they've brought this team through, and they've made sure that Banyana Banyana and women's football is on the map. And now what they need is a professional league in this country and a place for women to play and achieve, because a lot of the players we see in the Banyana side, they're playing in the USA and Australia. These are massive achievements, and in Europe. absolutely incredible achievements for them, but they are that generation that has gone forward. And those girls that you saw at OR Tambo now telling us how much they believe in this side and these are their heroes, they are the ones who need a place for them in South Africa, and that's where a professional league comes into play. And that's what SAFA's got to work on. They are working on it, and they've got to just keep accelerating and making sure that it comes to fruition, because we see what happens when you put your faith in the players. They do achieve.
That is true, and something else that we've been speaking about and that's been spoken about by Hitekani as well is government support and support of the football community towards Banyana Banyana, and saying that that's been lacking. We've spoke about the issue of equal pay, but it seems as though from people who are here today to welcome them that might also change.
No, that's going to change, and it's going to be interesting to hear what the Minister of Sport has to say now when she does come up and speak, because I think there is going to be a lot more promises made and a lot more agreements in place to make sure that this team doesn't disperse. Obviously, this is the team that's going to go to the World Cup, but it's not just these players. There's many more behind them. But let's hear from Desiree Ellis right now.
Viva Safa, viva! Viva Cecil, viva! Viva Banyana Banyana, viva! I hope I'm not going to cry and become emotional, but it's been a hard year for us. And at the beginning of the year, we said, and a media officer reminded me now the other day, Matlamola, he said to me there was one word that we use consistently, and that was not negotiable. We said it was not negotiable to go to the World Cup. We had a long, hard year, but we had some very good preparation, and that is thanks to Safa and Cecil. Gave us some top opposition. They say preparation doesn't guarantee you success, but it helps. But I've got to take my hat off to these bunch of ladies and gentlemen that was with us. They were super phenomenal. They were remarkable. We qualified for the World Cup. I don't think any of us slept. It was a moment that you cannot describe in words. It was a moment when you looked at the faces and you saw the smiles, tears. You could not but hold back. The interviews that I did after that, while I was sitting in my room, I was pinching my eyes because you cannot not get a lump in your throat. It's unimaginable the magnitude of what we have done. But it's most importantly for everyone here, for the 57 odd million people, for the messages of support, for the messages of goodwill. It's for you that we have done it, because without you, we are absolutely nothing. We are just disappointed that we could not bring another trophy back to you, but our time is coming. God willing, thank you.
Right, so there we go. We've heard from the coach. Emotional, absolutely. I think this is what all these players are feeling. This is what happens when you achieve, when you put your heart and soul into something. And this is just the beginning of the journey for this group of players and the coach, Desiree Ellis. So exciting times ahead in Zinga.
Mm-hmm. What else can we expect to see from Banyana Banyana for now, or is it time for them to have a rest and then we'll see a lot more from them next year?
Well, that's what we said about the final, is actually this is the first leg in their preparation for the World Cup. But now they're going to have a few more games. They're going to have to line up a lot more games. Here we got Janine van Wyk, she's the captain. Let's hear from
Good evening, everyone. Wow, what a moment to celebrate. In 13 years that I've represented Banyana Banyana, this has never ever happened, and we just want to thank you so much. When we first came out and saw these flags, I instantly got goosebumps. I'm still shaking, and it's the most incredible feeling knowing that we have so many people supporting women's football right now for what we have done as a team. First of all, we have to thank South Africa for being so supportive throughout this tournament. sending us supportive messages throughout, going on social media, everywhere you look was just supportive messages for Banyana Banyana, and that is what motivated us throughout this tournament, coming back and doing you guys proud. So thank you so, so much. Secondly, we have to thank our association and our phenomenal sponsor, Sassel, for backing us, for believing in us as female football players, and never giving up on us. There are numerous times that we were disappointed for not qualifying for a World Cup, and a lot of ups and down moments where any other corporate company would have given up on us, but you stuck by us and supported us, and this is what we bring to you as a gift. So thank you so much. Last but not least, the most important, this amazing team. We have worked extremely hard throughout this year, sacrificing being away from families and our loved ones for going for our goal. And preparations have been really tough, and we have really done it. And throughout the tournament, we knew that it was now or never for us. And our goal throughout the tournament was obviously to qualify for the World Cup, not only for ourselves, but for every female footballer in this country. Because we knew if we had to qualify for the World Cup, everyone would have a different outlook of women's football in our country. So right now, I believe that women's football is growing so much in our country. The development structures are in place, and more needs to be done for women's football in our country, because I believe there's so much talent that we have. And this has just opened up doors for many of you. I have to give credit to every single teammate of mine for working hard, putting up all the hard work, through all the drama that we've been through, getting irritated with each other at times, not want to see each other's faces, but we got on that field and we did the job. And you could see in every game that we played the passion and dedication, the commitment that showed in each one of us. And I must say, we did not lose even one match in this tournament. Not one. And Nigeria did not score one goal either. So keep your heads held high. Be proud of what you have achieved. I love you, and I love South Africa. Thank you.
Thank you, Janine.
She's not wrong. She's absolutely not wrong. And as you heard, there was a call for thank you for the support, but we need more and we need more. And what this is going to do for this group of players is revitalize them, because they've hit one of their goals, but the next one is the World Cup. And now they know what it means to South Africa. And I don't think they, as we just heard from Desiree and from Janine, I don't think they quite knew if South Africa was, you know, if they were even aware of what Banyana does on a day-to-day basis. Now they know that the country is behind them. So that's going to mean the world for this group of players.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. All the dignitaries, Banyana Banyana, South Africa. Thank you for supporting us throughout the whole tournament. Thank you for sending us messages for encouragement and always believing in us. I would like to use this opportunity to thank SAFA, to thank Sassol, and the whole 52 million South Africans who are supporting us. We wouldn't have done this if you guys were not supporting us. We went there to Ghana to qualify for the World Cup, and it was a mandate. We did that together as the whole team, and we are very proud of it. Thank you. We love you, everyone.
Thank you, Tembi. We now will ask Madam Mazibuko to come up and introduce our Minister of Sport. Yes, we did shift the program. Dr. J will do the...
Hola, bangani, hola! Chavicha, Banyana Banyana, Chavicha! Lelizwe, ngela makosikazi, aso sesaphela amandla. Lelizwe, ngela makosikazi, just very simple. Congratulations, Desiree. Congratulations, Janine. And everybody, mwah, 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 1,000 kisses from all of us. Mine is just to introduce the minister, the first female minister of sports in South Africa. I'm sure even in the whole world. Hola, Toko Klasa, hola. Osa ngapambili Toko Klasa, osa. Animshayela nama-flight lapho. Thank you very much, Program Director. Thank you very much, MEC Faith Mazibuko, MEC for Gauteng Sport, Arts and Culture, to President of SAFA and the entire SAFA leadership that is here, who have been responsible for making sure that we have a women's team. A team that we are proud to celebrate tonight. We also have amongst us the president of the ANC Women's League, the champions of the struggles of women in South Africa, who is also the minister in the presidency responsible for women, Umama Ubathabile Dlamini. The Commission for Gender Equality is represented by its own chairperson here because you have made history of Banyana Banyana. You have made history in the 100 years of the centenary celebration of women's struggle. Your name is there, it is inscribed there. We also have young people because you can see they are very young. I was looking at the Nigerian team. By the time we go to the World Cup, some of them would have fallen away. And you would be stronger and stronger when we go to the World Cup. The NYDA is here represented by its deputy chairperson. The chairperson of the sports committee in Parliament is also here because she says, I cannot not be there when our kids are coming back and we are celebrating. South Africa, good evening to all of you. A special recognition to our golden girls. We used to have one golden girl, and today we have so many golden girls. Hello, Banyana Banyana, hello. And without Sasol, we would not be here. For 10 years, they had confidence in women. Malibongwe. Igama lika Sasol namhlanje. Malibongwe. Thank you, Alton, representing Sasol and the entire team that is here tonight. Women of South Africa, the media, and everybody who is here tonight. We are here to celebrate excellence. We are here to celebrate success of our young girls who have been given an opportunity. And they've grabbed that opportunity by all they could do. We know it's not easy. You've been saying here, you've been saying Desiree, you've been saying here, Janine, the whole team have been saying, young girls have been saying it's not easy. But whoever ever had said it would be easy to climb the ladder of success, you must make sure if you happen to reach there easily, that's not it. You're going to miss it. You're going to lose it easily. We know out of the hard work that you've put Tembi and the team. Because there's one greatest example that we have learned as South Africans. To watch you working as a team, not just one person, outshining others. Men and everybody is going to learn from you. I'm so proud of you. The whole country is so proud of you. Your parents, your siblings, everybody, South Africans. Today, South Africa will never be the same. Because we are saying to South Africa, they can grow and grow bigger if you support them when they play, if you watch their games, if you support them at home, in our communities, even the corporate that we continuously are urging to support them even more. They will see that South Africa is behind them and they will easily sponsor them. Because here we cannot shy away, we continue to say it is time when we talk equality that there is equality even in the conditions of play, in the conditions of what happens around you. That one, it's a marathon and a campaign that women and all South Africans have to rally behind to make sure that you make us proud, we make you also feel proud to have put up our flag so high. Thank you so much. South Africa loves you so much. And we are ready to take forward to go to France with you. Are you ready, South Africans? Are we starting to save to go to France? You are our pride. Thank you, South Africa. Thanks all of you, and thank you, Safa, for putting together the team. Thank you. Thank you, South Africa.
Thank you, Madam Minister. I think it's only fair that the captain has been praising, the coach has been praising a group of people who did you proud, who did them proud, who did Safa and Cecil proud. So we're going to ask the coach just to please call out the names of her team so they can all stand one by one so you can see who those people are that actually did you proud.
Our Captain Janine van Wyk. Our Head of Delegation Emma Hendricks. Goalkeeper Kaylan Swart. Tembi Khadlana. Notando Valakazi. Amanda Mtandi. Mamelo Makabane. Linda Mutlalo. Bambanani Mbani. Andile Dlamini. Koket Sautlelani. Leandra Smida. Jermaine Sioposenwe. I call her Babyface. Lebogang Ramalepe. Khalabani Motlakwana. Melinda Khadiete. The evergreen Noko Matlo. One of the youngest members in the team, Tisetso Makubela. Another evergreen, Nompumalelo Nyandeni. Pusisiwe Ndameni. And goalkeeper Roxanne Barker. Now I'm going to my technical team, my two right-hand women. Assistant coach who keeps me sane on the bench, Tina Sonke Mbuli. My other right-hand woman, our performance analyst, Shalene Boyson. Our goalkeeper coach, Sean Lowe. Our fitness trainer, Sibosiso Mahlangu. Our doctor, August. Our physio, Ma 11 Sutunza. Our manager, Lauren Duncan. Our massage therapist, Lizzie Mohodisa. Our kit manager, Aleta Shevchenko Ngidi. Our security, Franz Malaji. And last but not least, our media officer, Matlamola Morake.
And then obviously the winning coach, Desiree Ellis.
There's one member who's not with us. She went back to her club, our vice captain in absentia, Rafilwe Jane.
We're getting very close to the program. We have the last speaker, the person with a vision, the person who's made sure a lot of this happens with his passion to drive women's football and to make it where it is today, and had this vision of ensuring that our team goes to France. He made sure that the other teams have gone to the World Cup. He's got another feather in his cap, sending Banyana Banyana to the World Cup, Dr. Jadan.
Firstly, let me say thank you very much, Minister of Sport and Recreation, Minister Kasa, Minister Dlamini, in the presidency, the MEC, Faith Mazebuko, in the Gauteng legislature. I always deal with these two faiths. And then also the chair of the parliamentary committee, Beauty Ndlulani. Thank you very much for your support, not just today, but I think on this front row, the man has been behind this team and the company that has supported this team for more than 10 years. And you may not know, Sasol initially sponsored the under-23. You remember Amagluk? Yes. And then Sasol came and said, we want to leave Amaglugluk, the men. They have enough sponsors for men. We want to sponsor women's football. And today we can see that visionary decision of Sasol to say, find other sponsors for men. We want to sponsor women's football. So we want to thank Elton. Thanks for coming here, the Vice President at Sasol, and your commitment and support for this team for close to 10 years now. I want two players to stand, Jermaine Chubosenwe and Kaylin Swart. Yeah, you may not know that these two players are going to their second World Cup because they went to the first World Cup in the under-17 team that played in the World Cup in under-17 in 2010. So this will be the second World Cup. So I want to say congratulations to them. Also, I'd like the following players to stand. Janine van Wyk, Ramalepe, and Tembi. These three players have been included in the team of the best 11 on the African continent. And while they are standing, Kaylin Swart and Linda, where's Linda? Linda and Kaylin Swart. So we have 5 players in the best 11 of the African continent. So congratulations to them. I'm raising those who went to the under-17 World Cup because you may have forgotten that we had an under-17 World Cup in Uruguay. And watch those girls. These Banyana players better watch before they are substituted. That's the second generation of Banyana players who's coming through. And some of the players there in the under-17 in Uruguay have just amazing skills. And one of the things that impressed everybody in Ghana is the quality of the football. If you watch the match, for the first 15 minutes of that match, Nigeria hardly touched the ball. The way South Africa played. And everyone in the box where I said South Africa is going to win this match. But that's how football works. As Janine said, they didn't score a single goal in full time or in extra time, and yet they won with a thing called penalty shootout. And that is a lottery. It's not anymore the best goal. It is just a lottery, and unfortunately it was not our day. But we want to say to this team, and I must also remind all of you that on the night before that final match, the President of the Republic of South Africa, President Cyril Ramaphosa, phoned this team and spoke to Janine, to Desiree Ellis, the coach, and spoke to the players. And I could see the smile on their faces as the President spoke to them, reminding them that they represent the best South Africa could offer, that he admired their commitment, their patriotism, and the hard work on and off the field to make this country great. And he, of course, was in G20 in Argentina and had left the meeting to make that call and to speak to them. And we want to say to the President, thank you very, very much, because I could see what that meant to the players. Also, our ambassador, or High Commissioner in Ghana, Lulu Tingwana, was with this team from day one. When they played in Cape Coast, she was there. We did remind her that she was carrying a Banyana jersey of Puma. And we said, we've changed that sponsor, it's Nike. And then she said, no, but this Puma jersey, I'm winning all the matches with this jersey. I'm not changing it. So apologize to Nike. But she was there. She was there on the day of the final. She was there after, invited for lunch and breakfast and dinners and supported this team. And we want to publicly also acknowledge her support. But finally, to all of you, and some of you are here since when I came here at 4 o'clock, you were standing there waiting for this team, because this is your team. And all of the young girls here, I hope you play football. I hope you're good enough. Are you better than Tembi? You're better than Tembi? Oh. Are you better than Linda? Oh. Well, in that case, we are not just going to qualify for the World Cup, we're going to win the World Cup with you. Okay. So, thank you very much for supporting the team. To Desiree, and sometimes pity for that stress and pressure that she had to take. Particularly in the last final, I watched her sitting on that bench. It is a stressful situation in the final. But I want to say we are proud of you, Desiree. You've done extremely well. And one of the things that you can see of this team, there's no men in the management. The men, they carry the drinks, they make sure the kit is there, but the decision makers, the brains of the team, Desiree and Emma and Janine and all of the others, all women taking the decisions that brought us to the World Cup. We are going to the World Cup draw, and on the 8th of December the draw will be in France. And you know, this is the second time that the South African team will play its first World Cup in France. In 1998, Bafana Bafana played its first World Cup in France. And now Banyana Banyana is going to play their first World Cup in France. We also said to them, when they won the COSAFA Cup in PE, that if they qualify for the World Cup and they go to France, we're going to talk to the minister there that in 2023 we want to host the Women's World Cup. And by then, all of you who said you are better than Tembi, you will be in the team to win the World Cup at home. So you will train hard and we will work very hard to win that bid to host the World Cup in our country and celebrate you winning the World Cup. Thank you very much.
Thank you, President.
Right, so there you go. That was the SAFA President, Danny Jordan, welcoming back the triumphant Banyana Banyana at OR Tambo International Airport, and dropping a bombshell in a way by saying that the country is ready and they're going to throw their hat into the ring in a bid to host the 2023 Women's World Cup here in South African shores. So it's all kicking off for women's sports in the country, for women's football. It's hugely exciting times. Banyana Banyana, well, they've qualified for France next year. They came second at the Women's Africa Cup of Nations. And remember, they're back-to-back champions in the COSAFA region. And a lot of promises, a lot of support for the team. And it's only going to grow from strength to strength. So that was Banyana Banyana arriving back at the airport after their trip to Ghana, and coming second against Nigeria, but not losing in the tournament. They lost on penalties, but not at all in the tournament. Right, let's stay with some football news.